Yo, how are we, people? How are we going? Let's get this, we've got a little bit of light there, haven't we? So, how are we all rocking and rolling? What is going on today? So, I'm excited because I was sitting there, I was doing my SP, I was walking, wasn't really sitting, and, but afterwards, I sat down and I was doing my journaling, and what come to my mind, hey, how you going, Trent? How are you, brother? What come to my mind was, what can I share with my family, you guys? What can I share with the world? What can I give people that they can go away with and they can use their own mind, they can use their own strategies, beliefs, values, and energy to really start to take it on to the next level? At work, but getting on. Awesome stuff. Hey, Natalie, how are you, sister? And Mr. David Tung. Dave, we need to speak about Matrix Energetics in Seattle, December. We can start booking that, please, man. Definitely down, and so is Maddie and whoever else wants to come. So, you know, I was sitting there since I've come back, and I really like to integrate on a lot of stuff. I don't sit there and get caught up in my head anymore. You know, it hasn't happened for about 5 years. But I'm like, okay, so I teach and share a lot to people. But what can I teach as a very, like, it's a at a nucleus level, at a universal law, that people can go back and actually create their own magic, yeah? So something that people cannot be, they don't need to be dependent on a coach, or they don't need to be dependent on a mentor or whatever. That's something that I can teach you today, and you can go off and you can start to customize it in your own manner, in your own time, and in your own, you know, amazing glory. So what I want to teach you, that what has transformed my life and given me a life that I could only imagine and dream about. Because I'll share something with you. If you told me, say 5, maybe 8 years ago, that, you know, Lee, you know, you'll be on stages, you'll be traveling the world, you'll be running retreats, you'll be, you know, one-on-one coaching, you'll be helping men and women, you know, hundreds of thousands of men and women around the world. You know, you're going to be doing live stream speaking, you'll be a person of influence, or whatever, yeah? And I would have gone, thank you for feeding my significance. You know what I mean? I would have said, okay, no worries. Here's $100. Thank you. I feel appreciated. But what I have learned through my coaches, through, you know, growing and being a person who I am and what I'm doing, is what I'm going to share with you. It's quite simple, but the better you get at being it, and the better you can just really start to understand and going deep in it, it's going to change everything. Because the thing that I want you to all to understand, there's a lot of words that are thrown out there about belief. People say, I believe, but they don't. It's very easy to say, I believe, but to actually be belief, or to act as if you believe. Because the thing is where we get misconcepted. What is belief? You know, someone says a word, well, belief is when you believe in yourself and you do the things and you have confidence. What is confidence? It's these words that actually don't talk to your soul. They don't talk to your heart. So that is why you don't get the great results, because these words don't resonate with you. It's like another language. You're pretending to speak another language which you don't actually know anything about. So, because the English language and all languages are made up by somebody, yeah? Their opinions. So what I want you to understand, and this is the way I love to teach, is we're gonna speak to each other's hearts, yeah? And the way we're going to do this, I'm going to keep it simple, but this is how we're going to rock it out. So one of my, I would say, spiritual guides in Bali 4 years ago said to me, and obviously my master Jay now said to me, well, look, what I want you to know, obviously different words in this is my language, is that what I want to talk to you about and what I want to discuss to you is that I want you to grab your sword and shield, and I want you to march forward. I want you to stand in the light, and these are their words, but again, they said it a lot more spunkier. I want you to stand in the steps of a future you, and I want you to wear the shoes, and I want you to make them fit. I want you to stand in the light and shine, because there's a lot of other people that are in darkness, and they need to be able to see the way, and you need to glow, and you need to show them the way. I want you to become who you are destined to become, because the rest will rise. Yeah, it sounds like a pretty good poet, but this is what I got told by two different people, very similar, that speak different languages. Master J doesn't speak English, but he was saying it in a way that his wife was translating it, and this other guy speaks Indonesian. So one speaks Mandarin and one speaks Indonesian, or Bahasa. And they said, I kid you not, almost word from word, the exact words. Yeah. So again, I want you to grab your sword and shield, and I want you to march forward. I want you to stand in the steps, and I want you to put on the shoes and make sure they're fit of a greatness. And then they talked about being a warrior. The other thing they were talking about is that I want you to be able to shine like the sun, and I want you to radiate on others, so then they can see the way. Yeah. And this is what they said to me. So what I took from that, without getting all spooked up and so on and so forth, what I took away from that is what I want to share with you people is that you want to be working on strategies, mindset, routines, terminologies, anything at all that is going to make you into a best version of you. And what I'm going to keep, because I'm going to keep it quite simple, I'm not going to go woo-woo on you guys, that the more you can become the consciousness of who you want to become, the quicker it happens. So the better you get at being you. So the way you do that is, the better you get at being you is you concentrate on your strengths. You concentrate on, if I was looking at myself, what would inspire me? Do you know what I'm saying? So what I like to model, and I call it modeling excellency. Sorry guys, I'm just making sure I don't run anyone over. Almost ran an Asian guy over. Fucking because he was Asian, wasn't being racist. Chapel Street's always crazy. I always get distracted. That's why sometimes I don't like driving, man. It's like a madhouse here. So when you are modeling excellency, you are modeling greatness, yeah? So what could you look at, or who could you be around, and so on and so forth, and you want to start grabbing different pieces in. So what it comes down to, and what I want you to really start to understand, that if you want to become who you desire, you start learning how to become that energy, that identity right now. And how you do that is not by reading books, not by going to study, is by you putting enough time in the consciousness. How would you stand? How would you breathe? How would you act? You know, what would you look like? Where would you live? And you need to start acting upon your power questions. So when you ask yourself better quality questions or higher quality questions, you're going to get a higher quality of life, or higher quality answers and a higher quality of life. In return, what you're going to be able to do is you need to act upon those answers, because we have the answers what we desire, but the problem is we don't act upon that, because the answers are the information. There's enough information out there what we want, but we don't act upon it. So when you can stop the outside bullshit, because that isn't who you really are. The outside is not really who you are. That's the untune you, yeah? That's just a reflection of the inner world. So you need to keep going internal and tuning yourself up. If you're a broken vehicle, you're going to get a broken path. You're going to get a broken journey. So what I'm telling you is, if without getting you guys too confused, is the better you get at being you, the better your life will change. You will feel a lot more comfortable in yourself. You will speak from the heart. You will speak your mind. People will react a lot differently to you as well. You'll be able to influence people a lot more. You will find that results will be brought. Matty G, good to have you on, bro, as always. You will find that the world will react to you in a way and in a manner that you desire, for you to live a life of a high existence, and more importantly, for you to live a life of only that you can dream about. So the way you get at being the best version of you is understanding how you feel, making sure that what you're doing, who you're speaking with, every interaction, eating, sleeping, going to the gym, having sex, clients, job, dog, absolutely everything, that it's making you into a better person. And when you can be the best version of you, the world and universe will simply it would simply catch up to you, yeah? So what you really need to understand, that you really need to be able to hold into perspective that if you want to see a change in the world, you don't change the world, you don't change your environment, you don't change your partner, you don't change your jocks, you don't change whatever, you change yourself. Because if you remain the same and then you put yourself in a different physical aspect, you respond to it the same. It doesn't matter. You could be in a relationship, but if you don't change, same results. You know, if you don't change and you go to a different gym, same results. Yeah, if you go to a different workplace and if you don't change, you're going to get the same shit. And then you're going to go, oh my God, I'm not meant to be happy. No, you're doing it all wrong. So this is the thing that changed my life, that I never thought that I was petrified of public speaking. I was petrified at the, you know, who's going to listen to me, you know, being a coach? What value do I have? Yeah, I was great at teaching people, obviously being an athlete and playing basketball, football, training at the gym, you know, because that was something that I was, you know, I was working on and I loved. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, if you call that believe, I believe in myself in that perspective. But what changed my life and enabled me to, you know, be on stages, create an amazing empire, save lives, is me becoming the best version of me. And guess what? Every day it changes, because who I wanted to be yesterday changes today, and who I want to be tomorrow, or who I want to be today, will change tomorrow as well. So that's the thing about, you know, people go, oh, is that all it is? No, but it might sound simple, but it can become very complicated as well. Is that constantly working on your strengths, constantly, you know, being or participating in every activity and any activity that gives you more choices, that, you know, these activities, they build you into a better person. That's, you might go, oh, but I knew that. Well, not many people in the world are doing that, yeah? So you want to understand, okay, what is the best version of me and how can I keep improving? You know, if I asked 10 people, they would make it up. Not one person will be able to congruently, with integrity, tell me the truth about, you know, what's the best version of you? What are your strengths? People can say your weaknesses. They can focus on the bad points. They focus on where they're going wrong, and so on and so forth. So what I challenge you to today and for the rest of your lives is stepping into your power every day. And how do you become the best version of yourself? Yeah. How can you work on that? How can you fill your own cup up? How can you keep getting better? Keep pushing on, you know, because at the end of the day, if we want to see a change in all areas of life, our health, our wealth, giving back to others, family, legacy, the world, so on and so forth, relationships, you need to change you first, because you stand in your power, you stand in that frequency, you stand in that universal consciousness. The universe, people, energy, powers above, they will catch up and they will reflect what you are putting out. Yeah? Simply what you've got in your life now, or what you don't have in your life now, is a simple radiation or frequency that you are radiating from your internal self, which is your subconscious, your heart, your being, your source. And that's what it's about, people, you know, and people go, oh, what is the secret? The secret is, look, I can sit there and speak to you for weeks about how to become the best version of you, and start to break it down on an energetic, a spiritual, a physical, a mental level, you know, and we could be here for weeks. That's why we run the retreats, and that's what people learn. You're breaking down all those levels, and they learn about their body. They learn about the, you know, the mental, the mind. They learn energetic. They learn spiritual, yeah, and that's why, you know, the retreats are so successful. So start setting an intention, start setting your purpose of who do you want to be. Become the best version of you. And becoming the best version of you, don't worry about yesterday, it's finished. Don't worry about tomorrow and get overwhelmed, it's not there yet. Be present, set a routine, set a plan, have someone to hold you accountable. Like, you know, I've got, you know, my team, I've got my clients, and so on and so forth. So there's so many things that I've got going on that holds me accountable, yeah? And look at this idiot, just runs in front of the car. Some people are just fucking stupid. See, it's just unbelievable that guy, just luckily that we are consciously aware, because that guy just went right in front of the car. And guys, if we weren't, you know, concentrating, would have ran him over, and you would have had a live squash person on the bonnet. So I'm just rocking up to my place of getting my party pump on. Hope this doesn't fall on the car. Good. So that's what it's about, people. Become a master of becoming the best version of you. How are you going to do that? Yeah. And I'm going to just park the car for a moment so I'm not distracted. What I challenge you to do is start asking yourself power questions. The way you're going to be able to ask yourself power questions is, firstly, you know, get someone that can help you ask those questions. Yeah. Just let me put this. Boom, boom. Cool. All right. How can we rock this out? The lighting, there we go. We'll do it like this. So, this is the thing. If you don't know your strengths, if you don't know what fuels you, if you don't know what makes you into a better man, what makes you into a better woman, then if you can't teach it, if you can't say it, and then if you're an inspiring leader, you're basically lying to yourself and you're lying to everyone else. Because if you go, I don't know what my strengths are, or yeah, I'm a little bit confused. If you're going to be confused, you're going to act confused. You're going to create people to be confused, yeah? So I think that I can help you guys with, just trying to get the better lighting here because we've got the lighting in the back there. There we are. The better thing I can help you guys with is you need to firstly be able to teach. Let me put this up there. We'll just move it so I don't have to hold it. 2 seconds. See if this works. There you go, look at that. Improvisation. It's a bit close, but we can still rock it out. So the thing is, what I really want you guys to pay attention to, if a daughter or a colleague or someone says, hey, so-and-so, tell me what you're great at, tell me what you're good at, what are your strengths, and so on and so forth. If you're wanting to lead masses, if you're wanting to influence people, if you're wanting to bring out the best in others, then every time someone says to you, okay, cool, so what value can you bring to me? What value can you give to me? You need to be like a president, or, you know what I mean? I don't like the government, but like someone standing up, making a speech like a king, or, you've got, what is it, Braveheart, about to say a speech to his warriors that going into battle, yeah? That's how you have to be so congruent and so passionate about who you are. Because when you get you don't need to keep worrying about, oh my God, I need to change this, and I need a new car, and I'm going to start a new network marketing company, and I need a new girlfriend, and I need to change my body, I need to get fake lips, fake tits. That is all bullshit, because it's all about energy. It starts with energy and ends with energy. So the better you get at being who you are with energy, with conviction, it's not what you say, it's how you say it with that energy. So what I challenge you all, how are you all going to commit to being the best version of you? Because if you want to be that inspiring leader, if you were watching yourself, what would inspire you, yeah? If you're watching yourself and there's 50,000 people and you're watching yourself on stage, how would you need to be? If you want to attract that, that knight in shining armor women, then you need to be a reflection of a woman that would attract that. Not to say, well, this is me, and if no one loves me, then they can go get fucked. Well, all you're going to get, ladies, you're going to get people that treat you like a piece of meat, and they're going to basically wipe their feet on you and call you a doormat, yeah? Men, if you're looking to attract your queen, that feminine, divine feminine, that, adores you and the rest of that, then you need to be that reflection that divine woman attracts and that deserves. So a divine, pure goddess, attracts and needs and then deserves a man that's a provider, a protector, a loyal man, someone that looks sexy, someone that's good in the bed for the woman, that dominant figure that cares, that appreciates the woman, that listens to the woman. You need to be that to attract that, yeah? Because unfortunately, people want to be in a low vibration but expect to have these high vibrational standards. Do you know what I mean? So these are the things what you really need to understand. So I know a lot of you on here are inspiring your parents, or inspiring entrepreneurs, inspiring leaders, business people, thought leaders, and so much and so forth. Hey, thanks, Alan. I appreciate that, man. And so this is something I'm really passionate about, because I had to shift it for me to get where I am today, and for me to feel good about myself and actually, get some results, and that is being able to be in a position to lead others. So I had to sit down, yeah, I had to get the drawing board, yeah, I had to start to put some things together, and I'm like, okay, how can I keep getting better at being me? And when you read information and you're drawn to information, and then, okay, cool, I'm attracted to this information, I'm drawn to this, well, that's what I'm going to go on. I'm going to learn this, I'm going to be drawn to that, I'm so on and so forth. And the amazing thing about that is, when I'm drawn to that information, I will teach it. It doesn't need to be polished. I'm going to teach it. I'm going to digest it the way I find fit. And then we're going to move on from there. And what that gave me, it gave me a lot of certainty. It gave me a lot of understanding that when you teach, you master things, yeah? And when you master, you become it. And that's how we really need to be able to rock it out, because a lot of people want to stay in that self-sabotaging, low energy, low vibration, excuses, all that stuff, procrastination and low identity, but they want something else. They want to go, how come I'm not getting the result? It is because you haven't found that reflection energy that draws your results into you, that draws people into you, that you influence people by who you are and by not what you say. Tell the world nothing, show yourself everything, and then when you show yourself everything else will start to show up for you, yeah? And that's a simple philosophy, and that's how it rolls out, okay? So people, what I challenge you to do in the comments below, how are you going to be committed to become the best version of you? How are you going to be committed every day to find out, okay, well, hold on a minute, why haven't I got the results? I want to be a mirror image of what is going to gravitate and pull the results to me. Why don't I feel right? Why isn't this happening? Why am I having conflict with that person? You need to be the reflection to be able to attract what you want and dispel what you don't. So qualify what you want in your life and disqualify what you want, yeah? When you get, the better you keep getting about being you, the better your existence will rise, okay? A quick message from me tonight, guys. You know, I just wanted to put that out there. Got a massive day on the cards today, having an absolutely amazing day. Keep shining. You know, the new people that are coming through, absolutely welcome. Things absolutely rocking and rolling. Already got people rocking and rolling for the November retreat. It's going to be huge. As the people that are on here now of the True Authentic Reality, that's tonight, and new people, welcome, welcome, welcome. The people that have jumped on board for the coaching as well, you know, this is absolutely fantastic because we are growing the foundation of a absolutely amazing environment, and you guys are allowing me to step into my power, my purpose of creating the #1 transformational space in Australia by proven results, by leading, saving, supporting lives, and building an amazing organization as we go. Okay, guys, have an amazing day. As I always say, you could be anywhere in the world right now, but you are here listening to me, Lee Bundy, the CEO of Team Beast Mode International, the messenger of strength and the truth. Have an amazing day.